Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Leon. If you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button down there and stay up to date with all the lessons and gear reviews on my channel. Now, what I wanted to talk about today was, I get lots and lots of questions stemming from the gear reviews and the demos and the tutorials that I do about what guitars I'm using. So I figured it might be cool to go through some of my guitars and show you guys what I've done to them and how I like to set my guitars up, what mods I like to do to them and those kind of things. Starting with this one, which is a Gibson Les Paul Standard Premium Plus from 2002, and I mean, look at that top. It's absolutely mental. This isn't a custom shop guitar. I think this was kind of the top of the line production thing they did in 2002. I believe it's weight relieved because it doesn't crush my shoulders. I can actually play it live, and I've done quite a few upgrades and mods to this guitar, so I'll run you through them and I'll give you an idea of some of the sounds and how I set it up. So the first thing, I guess, is that the only remaining original parts are pretty much the wood and the nut. I've gone and basically replaced everything else on this guitar, starting with the machine heads, the tuners. If you get a close-up look there, they look like vintage style Gibson tuners, but they are made by Goddo. I think they are SD90s or something like that. And you'll notice the top of the peg head if I get in really close. You can see they're notched. That's because they're locking machines. So this makes restringing way, way, way easier, and I find it helps out with the tuning stability quite a bit. Les Pauls are, renowned for not staying in tune, especially when you're in the studio recording. So locking machine heads, and they're great because you just pull the string through, and as you tighten the machine head, they auto lock, which is great. So they auto lock, and then you can trim them, and I can change a set of strings in 5 minutes. I can change one string in less than a minute. If I'm playing live and I've only got one guitar, which is a situation I get myself in quite a bit, then I can flip a new string on and have it on really, really quickly. Accompanying that to help out with the tuning stability as well is a bridge. I've got a Tone Pros locking set on there. Absolutely easy to put on. You just pop out the old screw-in bits, put them in, and I just set the intonation and went from there. It works really, really well. I know some people complain that they don't like the tone or whatever, but to me it helps my guitar stay in tune, and a guitar that's in tune, my cable's on the way out it seems, a guitar that sounds in tune is always going to sound better than one that's out of tune to me. Other than that, moving on, we've got Seymour Duncan JB in the bridge and a Jazz in the neck. I actually bought these pickups off my buddy Johnny, who runs Anarchy Audio, who make awesome pedals if you haven't checked them out. But I bought these off him and slapped them in there. I've had a couple of different pickup sets in here. The standard burst buckers I thought were really good, and then I think I played around with those, and I might have had a set of PRS pickups in there or something. But I put the JB and the Jazz in, and it's the most stock kind of replacement set, but I think it just sounds really, really good. It's a balanced pairing. You've got the crispness from the bridge pickup, and then when you flip to the neck pickup, the neck pickup's fatter, and I think really, really complements the bridge pickup, but it's still clear enough to actually play rhythm guitar on. When you that cleans up really nice if you want to play some bluesy stuff. So moving on to that issue, actually, it looks like a standard Les Paul control layout, but I've got this wired up to a master tone and a master volume, and these two are just dummies. They do nothing. So slightly different from the standard Les Paul wiring, but I like this because I do a lot of stuff where I've got really amped up kind of crunch tone. I like to use the middle position and roll the volume control off, and that's kind of my semi sort of clean sound. And I find that middle position is really underrated on a Les Paul, but it's hard to match up when you've got two parallel volume controls. Having a master volume control means I can have that middle position and I can take it from clean all the way up to dirty and then back to clean, and I can still. And I find that middle. I'm going out of tune. I apologize about it. I find that middle position's kind of like it gives you that quack, for use of a better term. It's it doesn't sound like a Strat, but it sort of pushes it just towards that Fender territory, which, for me, I play a lot of, cover gigs where it's like I'm going to play one guitar all night and I'm going to use one main patch on my effects board, and this just lets me get that sort of color. So it's a cool mod if you don't want to play with your volume and tone controls all night, or you don't want to use a volume pedal. So yeah, there we go. That's my Les Paul. That's one of the main guitars I like to use. It's on basically every recording I've ever done. Sounds really good. It's easy to play. It looks great, and upgraded hardware and stuff like that. It stays in tune. Well, I was going on about it staying in tune, and I've managed to push it out with those bends. So I might make this a weekly thing, and I'll talk to you about some of the other guitars for the next video we do. But yeah, there you go. That's my Les Paul. I use this on a lot of the Fractal demos as well for the high gain stuff. Thank you guys. Tune in next time.